It is. Hi, everybody. I just got caught up there with my hat. Um, how are you doing? I hope everything is fine. I just want to touch base with you a little bit. I haven't done this in a while. I have been under the weather, unfortunately. The confinement, unfortunately, has been a little bit too much. But anyway, I'm happy to alert you that I have gotten my first vaccination and I got it yesterday. So I haven't no side effects. I just slept like a peaceful baby last night. So I haven't seen or felt any changes. So I'm quite happy for that. And then I'm waiting to get the second one. So I hope you all are doing the same out there to take the necessary precautions um, to keep safe and sanitized. Okay, now I would like to speak to let you know that you are amazing and you're a wonderful person, and I wish the best for all of you. May your days be filled with peace and joy. I am trying to dilute the situation that has been going on over here, which I have been spoken about so frequently on the net. So I'm trying to dilute it as possible and deal with certain things. But I just want to say that if someone is just be selective. If you like somebody and you want to choose them, give them a helping hand to move forward. Be proud of yourself for doing that, for being a giver. Um, there's nothing wrong with being selective of wanting to help a child or wanting to help somebody, of giving a child his or her chance of opportunity. Be pleased for their outcome. And we should never, I don't think we should ever be selfish in life, because we never know what will leads down the road, what will come back up on the road. Um, I have gotten my share of opportunities, and unfortunately, I was knocked over 1,000 and a million times. So I'm still hurdling over my obstacles. But for you, I sincerely wish the best. Remember that knowledge is power. Education is very important in our everyday lives, and for everybody. That's at least we can get is education and knowledge to fight our own battles, to be our own CEO of our lives, to be on the arising. Everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants a decent house. Everybody wants a decent job. Everybody wants a decent salary. Everybody wants to live comfortable. So everybody needs to have that opportunity. Unfortunately, we won't have the equal outcome of it, but at least you can say, okay, we tried, he got it, I saw it, he did his best, or her best, and life is what we make it. Okay, fine. Okay, but some people, what I find is that some people will they're very intimidating, and they are intimidated by you in the first place, and they have a way of saying that you can't, but at the same time they are doing it. So if you ask yourself the question, so how are you doing it, how are you going on, because they have a strong team that is with them. But the thing is, they don't wish for you the same thing, or they don't see you as representative of a product, or whatever entity that might be, whether it has to be do with the church, where I'm being harassed now, because it's just primarily because of manipulation, that people have been brainwashing them and telling them stuff. So you have to find out what is it that is blocking you, or who is it that is blocking you, and what is it that is blocking you, what group, so you can move forward and fight the good fight to accomplish something. So everybody have their what they will, but they will belittle you, because because they have their own interest. So don't be intimidated by that. As you know, so oftentimes they say you can't. The same reason they feel important, the same reason that you wish for it to be important to you, and they're just poison and toxic. Okay, as a teacher teaches regardless of the skin color of a student, a teacher teaches to her best ability or his best ability. A doctor saves lives. A president admins to his people the good words so that they can be motivated to move on. um, a country is a group of people. It's not just one person, so you can't just be loving one race and avoiding the others. It doesn't work that way. That's how country gets poor. It's the teacher's duty to give his or her best to the student. This is say as the same as the doctor that save ill lives, that save lives, regardless of the skin color. So it should be the same result for a head of government to give opportunity to each and every one of their people. It's quite normal for a teacher to want the best for their kids, and it gives them hope and motivation to maybe one day they can be a teacher themselves, or they can be a doctor or lawyer or whatever the case may be, or even a policeman. Never know. So we should give all the best that we can and give that opportunity, regardless of no one is watching. It's nothing to do with being gratitude. People, not everybody's gonna say okay. No, not everybody's gonna applaud you and say that okay, I am proud of you, I am proud of what you've done. So don't worry about it. I mean, it feels good, it feels reassuring that you had done something right. It feels so blessful when someone praises you. But if they don't come back and praise you, don't expect to be worshipped. Just give your best even when no one is watching. It is normal for a head of government to do the best for their people, to upgrade and to improve his country. If he's a head of the government, that's what he wants. Teaching people to be studious, to be assertive, to be respectful, to be complimentary, to be polite, to be presentable, to wanting, knowing that they are there to represent their country too, and that they are the CEO of their life, and it's supposed to be the best of you showing at all times. So there are other countries who are going to be competitors, or deliberately had a different mindset towards you. It's up to you to prove your best at all times and to give your best if you want the best result for you as a person, not even for others, but in first and foremost for you as a person. Don't be pushed. Don't let anybody push you down, and don't be pushed around by fears in your mind. Don't let it be led by your dreams in your heart, and don't be defeated by all the negativity and by whatever people are saying to you. I know it will weigh you down at times, but you just have to go on. Okay, we are all important in this world, each and every one of us, regardless of our colors, regardless of our brilliant minds, regardless of some of us not having enough educational background. But our words are also important. It's vital to our community. Whether we're black or not, we spend just as much as anybody else, but people have a tendency to give importance, again, like I said, to certain people, and neglect others. If you feel like you're being isolated, and they don't think that you have the right to speak. You do have the right to speak. Don't be manipulated, don't be brainwashed. Just as long as you're not saying anything to offend anybody, you're just giving, just like myself, I'm just giving my opinions, my tips on what I had been through, my story. And I think that my story is just as good and just as important, and just as uplifting as anybody else, without, so it's not fair for someone to be bullying me. Okay, it can be a team effort if you're in a team. Listen to each to each individual. The churches, they are not effective enough, I think. They are not involved enough and they're not productive enough, which I find it very unfortunate. But like I said, the fight is very bullyversing. It's outrageous. Certain countries will really intentionally push you over, but you have to stride. Okay, we can give equal opportunities, as I said, but we can't determine the outcome for others. It's each individual have to work and focus and manifest up to his or her ability. Okay, so but in order for us to have freedom, we must have choices, we must have education. In order for us to have freedom, we must have freedom to have choices, and we must have education in order to do that, and we must have communication, sorry, we must have communication in order to communicate, because if you're not dialoguing with somebody, you can't just sit there and assume and lie and chastise and say bad things about the person when it is not so. We were all young at once and we get old, and unfortunately we all get old and all not so receptive or not so strong enough. But I hope that God will grant you the strength to continue. And I hope that God will continue to bless me and give me the strength that I need to go on, to trust. I trust my journey, and I hope that you trust yours too. And so, wishing you all the best. Just read those books, do those whatever you have to do to get that information. Ruminating in your brain, so you can be a better person. Just don't be brain dead out there. And thanks to books, vital books that can be read and have information. Thanks to YouTube, who has been very effective giving the real good tips for us to come alive. So again, take care, and I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm going too fast, but that's it. Just remember, communication, 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 politeness, courage. Just have courage. Okay, take care, and be considerate. So especially be considerate. Take care. Bye bye.